A tracked skateboard that not only rides in the sand, but also easily tackles obstacles and debris. This is exactly what a team from Australia has to offer. Each skateboard is handmade and costs $6,683. For this money, you could buy a used car. So what do they offer to extreme sports fans? Despite having tracks, the Vendetta is able to go faster, not only than other skateboards, but also some cars, because the maximum speed is 31 miles per hour. It weighs 43 pounds, just 20% of the weight of a motocross bike, the team explains. The engine is electric, and one charge is enough for 40 minutes of riding. The kit comes with a spare battery, and in addition, you can buy an improved charger and charge the vehicle in 4 hours instead of 8. And a small bonus to make up for the price is free shipping anywhere in the world. Once again, we're talking about Back to the Future, but this time it's not about the DeLorean. Back in 2015, the company Lexus showed a real-life hoverboard. Of course, they had to work some magic, but first things first. You probably remember that the hoverboard in the movie was equipped with anti-gravitators and flew about 3 inches above the ground. Lexus managed to do almost the same thing. Riders were hovering around the skate park and even trying to perform stunts. So that's it? A dream come true? No, Lexus used a trick. They built an unusual skate park in Barcelona especially for the project. Under the surface, there were metal elements that allowed the hoverboard to work using powerful magnets and superconductors, cooled by liquid nitrogen down to about minus 323 degrees Fahrenheit. The Lexus creation weighs 25.4 pounds and requires 0.4 gallons of liquid nitrogen to refuel. The hoverboard was difficult to ride, even for pro riders, so such boards will not be mass-produced. For now. Here is another version of the skateboard of the future from the American team Brooklyn Workshop. A 2-wheeled board that you can carry on your shoulder and even put in your backpack if it's big enough. The author of the project is an avid snowboarder who lost easy access to ski resorts after moving. He's always been fascinated by the technology of hubless wheels, so now everyone can appreciate its advantages for about $100. The model weighs 7.3 pounds. The 9-inch wheels allow you to combine maneuverability and comfort in urban conditions. Riding the board is a difficult task, especially for beginners, so it's not recommended for children under 14. Also, experienced riders note that you need to work more actively with your legs and body than on conventional skateboards. Like many other things in life, it requires effort, noted one buyer. Would you dare go for a ride? This model is no less impressive. The highlight of this skateboard is the fully fledged independent suspension, but that's not all. Engineers also added a recovery system that gives you about 10% extra energy, an LG battery with BMS control for safety and real-time monitoring, and a 2300-watt motor that can accelerate the skateboard to 23.6 miles per hour. There's also a smart braking system for beginners, and experienced riders will appreciate the 4 riding modes and off-road tires. On top of all of this technology is the vibration feedback. If the board is sitting idle for a long time, it'll turn on power saving mode. The model weighs 20 pounds, is made in China, and costs about $900. And this option is for people who like to choose the components of the skateboard themselves. On the seller's website, there's a special tool that allows you to choose the type of motor, dimensions, color, and the size of the tires and other parameters. The characteristics are quite good. So with a competent choice of components and enough skills, it's possible to accelerate up to 35 miles per hour. The manufacturers promise not just a new riding experience, but something that feels and works in a completely unique way. And it's no wonder. 5 types of shock-absorbing springs and an abundance of settings, including electronic, will make it possible to get the perfect skateboard for the riding style of the buyer. It's also possible to track and analyze different data in real time through the mobile app and through the PC software. Ordering will require choosing from more than 30 lists, and the price tag starts at $863. What happens if you replace the wheels with tracks? Surprisingly, there are several tracked skateboards available today, and news about new models appear quite often. For example, back in 2011, a company from Australia made quite a statement. Their skate offered huge tracks, impressive off-road performance, and speeds of up to 20 miles per hour. Instead of flimsy wheels, this beast rides on tank-like tracks. One of the reviews described the skateboard. On the website, the company claims that world-renowned experts who previously worked with Airbus and BMW took part in the project. They also follow today's financial trends. They promise to accept bitcoins as payment for the skateboard after it's released to the market. Unfortunately, the site has not been updated for a long time, and it was impossible to find out what happened to the project in the end. In 1993, two Swiss students wondered, why not make a skateboard that behaves like a snowboard? The result of their work is the Flowboard, a skateboard with 14 wheels. Surprisingly, the design was not only patented, but also found many customers. Flowboards are still on sale today. So what does it offer? Firstly, the 14 wheels are a real delight for fans of stunts. They enable a 45-degree turning ability while still remaining stable. Second, riders need less effort to ride thanks to a revised weight distribution. And thirdly, flowboards are very good on descents. Not in vain, the company adheres to the motto, surf without waves, ride without snow. Today, the range offers 3 models, 32 inches for performing stunts, 36 inches, which is the standard version, and 42 inches for downhill fans. Let's see what's new in Japan. There, a loving father and part-time inventor assembled this vehicle for his 2-year-old son. The unusual vehicle is called the MTM-06, and instead of wheels, it has 12 twin legs. The vehicle is capable of holding 794 pounds, but will only move with a passenger weighing 198 pounds or less. Controls are remote, the model is powered by electricity, and runs for about 45 minutes on a single charge. There is a slot for a memory card to save various settings, and a small LCD display with a resolution of 128 pixels squared. It's great fun not only for kids, but for adults as well. But how much this would cost in a mass-produced version? This 2-wheeled vehicle is so tough that even standing on it is a challenge. But you also need to get used to riding with your knees slightly bent. Otherwise, the center of gravity shifts and you'll end up on the ground. At the same time, you'll have to harness the power of the 3.8 cubic inch engine and deal with the control panel, which goes in your hand. The vehicle accelerates to 23.6 miles per hour. It runs on gas, and one tank is enough for about 16 miles. The device weighs an impressive 59.5 pounds, which is roughly the weight of 2 modern road bikes. Users' opinions are divided. Some joke that this vehicle's much cooler than those from the movie Tron Legacy, while others remind that with such a powerful engine, you'll have to get a license and insurance. The model is priced at about $1,555. Do you know how high you can jump on an ordinary skateboard? American professional Danny Way managed to set a Guinness World Record by jumping 3.28 feet. At that time, he was 41 years old and had to build a special ramp to jump. If you want to jump on a skateboard without breaking any bones or records, you can buy this board especially made for safer jumps. The seller explains that the model is quite rare. so they ask $190, despite the model being second-hand. For better control, there's a special belt, and even a child can learn a couple of spectacular tricks. What do you get when you combine a unicycle and a skateboard? A Chinese company offers this product and promises that it's easy to master, fun to ride, and in general a great option. So let's check some of its features. The model has an 11-inch wheel, and the tire was clearly picked for an urban environment. The product is available in several models. The most basic one offers a maximum speed of 13 miles per hour and a range of up to 15.5 miles on a single charge. It will also hold a load of 220 pounds. The contents of the package are quite modest. It contains the board itself, a charger, a carrying handle, and a manual. The price for this one-wheeled vehicle is about $700. On your screen is a homemade hybrid between a skateboard and a bicycle. If you want, you can make something similar yourself. The craftsman willingly shared a list of components and even left links to different stores. For example, he bought the 350-watt motor for electric bikes on AliExpress, while the batteries from Samsung. The design uses regenerative braking, which allows for some energy recovery, and there are front and rear lights for safety. The vehicle has no problem reaching 22 miles per hour. You could go faster, but you'd have to make changes to the design, and the vehicle would be heavier. The 16-inch wheels are, according to the author, more responsive, although the 20-inch version performed better at high speeds. Next up is a project from Spain. The standard version of this skateboard is already on sale, while its electric version should hit the shelves this fall. Each model consists of 117 parts, many of which are patented, and is assembled by hand in Barcelona. The city is often ranked among the country's leaders in terms of traffic jams, so alternative transportation is a necessity. The regular version weighs 10.6 pounds and can carry a load of up to 200 pounds. Thanks to its flexibility and folding wheels, it won't take up much space and is suitable for both performing stunts and relaxed riding. At the same time, you can't do some classic tricks, but the manufacturers suggest inventing new ones especially for this skateboard. They're also sure that the design is so stylish that it can decorate your walls, so they made a special mount for this purpose. In addition, you can choose a softer deck made of polypropylene or a stiffer one made of wood. The price starts at $298. Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.